Hello everyone, welcome to another Space Engineers video. Today I'll be showing off this new dragon mech I've been working on for a couple weeks now. I decided it's finally time to actually release it, so we'll go through these three different options that we have here that I'll be uploading. Over here, you have a basic egg. You can push this around, and I'll just have it around. Pretty simple. Over here, you have a smaller baby dragon, which is pretty simple to control. You can access it through remote control, and from here, you'll have complete control over it. So of course, your controls, you have WASD for movement, so of course you can walk backwards and forwards. You can lock your gyros in place, so that way you won't move around as much. Of course you can use your arrow keys or your mouse to look around and will articulate the head and tail. Number 2 will activate the small little tiny roar sequence. Number 4 will lower and raise the neck. Now if you want to lock the body in a very specific position, number 5 will lock the head, so if you want it to stay like this, you can lock it, and say the tail, if you want it to stay like that, you can lock it like so. Now if you want to close the eyes or whatever, you have the option to turn the eyes on and off. And of course, if you want to lay down, you have number 9. Just like that. It's pretty cute, it works fairly well. Alright, we'll move on to the bigger one, which is the main showcase part. So over here you have the larger dragon. This is what you'll get straight from the workshop, and you're completely free to customize this however you want. So you can repaint it, you can add different decorations, you can change it however you like. It'll be on the workshop for you to decide how you want to customize that. So over here you have the controls, and you have 2 pages of controls to work with. First off, you can use your mouse to articulate it, like so. You just look around, you can do different things with that. You can use number 3 to open and close the jaw. Number 2 will activate the fire breath, which is pretty much harmless, but it's there if you need it. You also have landing gear within the mouth, so you can actually pick up different objects. Number 6 will activate that camera, so you can actually see what you're looking at. Makes it a lot easier to grab things with. And number 5 will activate the roaring sequence. Pretty simple. So number 9 over here, this will open and close your wings. Sometimes the wings will be a bit funky. You can easily fix that just by placing and removing an armor block on one of the wing panels. And they should work perfectly fine after you just fix them up. So if we do that, and actually get back into the seat, you can see they'll fold up, and they'll be able to open back up. They fix themselves after a while. So before we get to flight controls, I'll go over the controls that are on page 2. So of course, you have 1 and 2 here. 1 will lock your head in place, so if you want to look in a very specific direction, you can lock that. And number 2 will lock the tail as well. So if you want it to be like that, you can lock it. And of course, you can toggle the eyes on and off, like so. Number 4 activates kind of like a lesser roar of sorts. Number 5 is just in case your thrusters have a bit of an error, that'll actually like reset, so you can toggle on and off. They'll try to stay off by default, but when you're flying and you kind of land improperly, that's just a way of resetting it, which works really well. Now, let's say that you want to sit down in a way. You can use 8 to turn off the rear legs, so you'll stay in that position. And if you want to turn off the front legs, you have number 9 over here. So you can lay down like that. Now of course, walking around with this is WASD. So you can use W to go forward. You can look around wherever you'd like to go. It is a bit bouncy, but it works. Most of the time you won't actually be walking it, so you'll be flying it between locations. If you hold C, it'll do a bit of a crunch, and then you can just turn off A9 to completely lay down. can do like a little sleeping animation if you really wanted to, or whatever you'd like. So now we get onto the flight controls, which are the main showcase part of this mech, which is quite fun. So in order to fly, first you'll press 7 here. 7 will open the wings and activate your thrusters. But you won't be flying just about yet, you're in gliding mode. So in order to properly fly, you'll have to press 8 and that'll flap your wings. And that'll actually make it so your mech will actually start to fly forward. And just like so, you'll be flying through the skies in no time. Flying is a bit tricky because it is a lot of subgrids and I don't like to play nice with flight, but once you get used to it, flying is actually not too hard. You'll notice that when you fly, your wings are actually a little bit articulated. So if we press 8 and correctly time it, like so, to find our wings, you'll notice that when we press Q and D, it will actually move the wing flaps a bit. And we'll do a bit of a glide as we go around. So you can save your hydrogen by doing that. If you're playing on creative mode, your hydrogen will automatically regenerate as you rest. But as you fly and you'll flap your wings around, you will actually lose hydrogen. You'll need to take a rest stop time to time. I guess that's about it for this showcase video. You can enjoy using these, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.